Про ситуацію на сході України у зоні проведення антитерористичної операції полковник.
Now the word is given to Ministry of Defense spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Andriy Lysenko, the information about the events in the ATO zone during the last 24 hours and about the course of your training of Ukrainian armed forces. In the Lugansk sector, yesterday the occupants opened fire twice with the use of mortars. First instance was in Krymska near 4 p.m. and in 3 hours in Novoalexandrovka. And twice the enemy violated ceasefire with the use of grenade launchers in Krymska and Katerinivka. The Donetsk sector, the enemy delivered disturbing fire with the use of mortars to the positions of Ukrainian servicemen in Verkhnyataretsk, Avdiivka, and in the region of the Donetsk airport. And these shellings were relatively long-term, but in the course of each shelling, the militants launched no more than 10 shells. And also in this area, the enemy opened fire with the use of small arms and grenade launchers. In Zaitsevo, the occupants throughout the evening delivered shelling with the use of small arms, and in Lugansk and Opetna, the enemy delivered fire from APCs. And during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk sector, there were 19 enemy shellings, including 7 mortar shellings. The Mariupol sector. During the last 24 hours, the occupants twice used heavy weapons, both times in Mariinka, and enemy snipers were active near Krasnogorovka, Mariinka, Novotroitsk, and Vodiane. As previously, the majority of shellings were in Pavlopil-Shirokina part of front line. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol sector, there were 22 shellings. During the last 24 hours, as a result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 5 servicemen were wounded in the course of shellings. Law enforcers continue to seize ammunition in the ATO zone. Yesterday, at checkpoint in Kramatorsk, in the course of search of the bus to Slavyansk, the law enforcers confiscated from one of the passengers a handmade explosive device and F1 case. This was seized and the man was detained. They continue to improve cohesion of the Ukrainian military personnel. In addition, they had some training for snipers of the National Guard. At the initial stage, they were tested by psychologists, and they had training in topography, sniper and fire training. Also in Mykolaievshina, they had training for the heads of the dog services of the National Guard. They improved their practical skills of the use of working dogs and improved their professional and methodological skills concerning theory and methods of training of working dogs, and they had training in methodology and trained dogs to search for mines, explosive devices, banned substances, and arms and cartridges. Servicemen of the operative command that is called Zahid, the West, donated blood to kids from ATO zone. 50 people took part in this charity action, and servicemen of operative and territorial department Lugansk and Kiev and volunteers and charity helped families of fallen soldiers who took part in the ATO, and they helped also to orphanage in Lugansk Oblast. Officers and civil activists prepared Easter presents, sweets and toys for children, and the same events will be held in other towns of Luganshina. Thank you for this update from the ATO zone. Thank you, and the next press briefing about the situation in ATO zone, traditionally tomorrow at 12:30.